ADHD in boys, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. What an inaccurate term, really. I think the most accurate bit of that title is that hyperactivity, that enthusiasm for life, that energy, that love of things that you're interested in, and that real desire to focus on those things. And then the flip side of that, of course, is that attending to those things that don't really interest you quite so much. And I think sometimes when we think of attention, we think of the fact that our brain's wired to either take interest or pay attention or not. But in reality, for our boys, it's more about connection. It's more about their brains being connected to that interest and that hyperactivity, that real energy and enthusiasm with life. And of course, sometimes that's a real advantage and sometimes it can get in the way. And often people talk about things like Ferrari engines and bicycle brakes because sometimes usually alongside of that is we're also dealing with differences in our executive functioning, the way that we work out the world, process the world, get ourselves organised, stop and start things and finish things. And those kinds of things all come into play as well. So it's not surprising that actually sometimes having attention, we see a deficit or a difference, a change in that attention, a change in that application. And it's really very much about helping our boys when they are attending to know and to work out when that'll finish and when that'll start. And sometimes because they are seeking that chemical connection as well, so that real boost of adrenaline or dopamine in their system. So they might leave things to the very last minute just to get that surge of sort of exciting hormone going on as well. Or they might be thrill seekers and risk takers. And of course, the world needs all of those things, but they're not always welcomed in a school setting or in a home environment when we're trying to just maintain a certain degree of calm and safety. So helping our boys to manage all of those different ways of processing the world can be really supported with lots of structure, lots of predictability, lots of routine, and changing those out. So not always having exactly the same schedule up, because our boys sometimes get a bit bored or fed up of that and will ring the changes themselves by refusing to engage with it if we don't ring those changes for them. And I've found some structure in place to help get them organised can be really helpful. And if that connects with something that they want to do later on in the day, that can be really good. So I've used things like this, just a picture of a gaming handset and then a reminder that they need their school bag, they need their lunch bag and they need their PE kit. And once all those are off, there's a reminder there that when they come home from school, they'll be able to have time on their gaming machine or whatever. So again, I think the key points here are thinking about our ADHD boys and their enthusiasm and energy for life and how we can just contain that when we need to. We don't have to squash it out of them, but we do need to contain it sometimes with some predictability, some routine and some good structure.